What's up, Sports Life Talk Nation? And we already got Raider Nation on the chat popping off. Welcome to episode 48. Let's get physical. I want to get physical.
Is that what she was doing in the video?
It was like,
yeah, she was doing like some arm stuff.
Yeah.
Squats. Okay, all right. We have, for your viewing pleasure this evening, our amazing producer, Coach Ed Reed.
What's up? How are y'all doing tonight?
Good. We're so happy to see you.
Yeah.
Well, you needed a replacement, and I'm not as beautiful as Brittany is, but I'll do.
I mean, you're pretty. See what I did there? And I am your Suitie Steinman wearing my top knot turn up because Brittany, Miss Buckeye Britt, is not here tonight. So I had to represent. And your host for this evening is MIZZ, Mizz El Paso.
Buenos dias y buenas noches. I'm so happy. All right, what are we drinking today?
All right, so I think Soldier is going to love this one. Big shout out to Southern Star Brewery, our sponsor, who also sponsored Circle Chair Sessions last Wednesday, which was my first private event. And I'm not going to give too many details because you all are going to want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. But it's kind of a mix between MTV Unplugged from back in the day, NPR Tiny Desk, and Between Two Ferns. That's all I'm going to say. But they did sponsor the beer, and I have one left over, and it's called The Fracker.
Oh, man. I haven't had that one.
Hey, it's so delicious. Our friend Matt actually took a 6-pack home because he liked it so much. I was very nice and gave him one. But Fracker, we're in Houston, Texas. So it's maybe not what you think for those outside of Texas. It's in regards to fracking, so the oil field. But I also like to think of the other word too.
A 6-pack of that, and you probably will be doing it. Shout out to Matt for taking the 6-pack. Okay, so what am I drinking? I love Southern Star Brewery. I already had my Mama Rosa beer that Elena gave me from the event, which was amazing. I love that beer so much. But do you hear feedback, or is it just me? I think it's me, right? My sound. I'll fix it. Okay, anyhow, OST. I went to their third year festival, wine festival, and I bought one of these things. It's like a package, and it's a package of a drink. Like for $9.99. You can buy an orange dreamsicle and it comes with everything you need. Mix.
I thought that was beer in a bag.
No.
I was like, is this the new take on brown bagging it? I like this.
Right? No, it's the agave vanilla cream soda was in it with some Jim Beam orange and I can't pronounce it. Contro,
yeah.
Contro.
Good mixer. So I think your neighbors were stealing your Wi-Fi for a second because you had the feedback and your screen was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk to those gypsies. If you want me to come over, I'm used to talking to squatters and gypsies now. So.
No, it's no longer the gypsies. They left. I now have gentrification happening. So I think that they don't have their Wi-Fi set, so they're just taking mine. Those... What is it, Gen Gs or Gen Ys, Gen Ws, X, I don't know.
XYZs.
XYZs. And in the hood, we share Wi-Fi. It's like, you don't have your own, so it is what it is. Coach, what are you drinking? Snapple?
You know what? No, I don't even drink Snapple anymore. But no, I'm not drinking anything tonight. 1, because I'm back at work. 2 is because I wanted to make it the full 30 minutes. So, my bladder's kind of weak. So I'm not drinking anything.
All right, fair enough. Robert said he likes to go to Mexico and get a drink in a bag. Robert, were you following me this weekend? Because I crossed the border this weekend.
Are you going to tell us about this weekend? Because you keep.
I feel like, well, you know, I don't know where Katie Dammit is, but it was some spy shit, so I can't really talk about it. However, I did cross the border this weekend, so when Robert just said that, I was like, does he know? He might know. Anyway, that's interesting. I got to think about that. So on the 6th, Soldier right out the gate said he wants an update on the squatter situation. I'm going to keep it short because we got a lot to talk about tonight. There's been a whole lot of drama in the hood. The owners did send contractors to board up the restaurant and kick the squatters out. So what did they do? They decided to set up a little, what I like to call ramping, and that's restaurant glamping. So in front of the restaurant, there is actually a blow-up mattress. Actually, I don't think it's blow-up. I think it's a legit mattress with sheets and a comforter and everything outside because they kicked him out from the inside.
Wow.
So guys, we got a new term, and it's called ramping instead of glamping. It's called restaurant camping. And she's still cleaning. She's still sweeping her new house outside. And yeah, there's been all kinds of videos and neighbors calling and people talking to her. But yes, we have one squatter still there and probably quite a few others because they've now just moved to the front of the building, which I live on a busy street. So the fact that they're facing Westheimer is crazy. If anybody lives in Houston, drive past Westheimer and Dunleavy and you can check out our new rampers.
I bet that they have the best ramen noodles in town.
Hey, Soldier, hit me up on Instagram. I will absolutely send you pictures. I will 100% do that.
I've seen the pictures and the videos. It's quite a thing.
Yeah. In case you're not following Dresses and Salted Pretzels on Instagram, DM me and I will send you squatter pictures and videos. It's like the new OnlyFans.
You should start a whole Instagram page for just them.
Well, I thought, okay, I was like, this could go viral. I could share this. But then, she really does have mental issues. And I felt bad. I was like, no, I'm not going to make somebody that like fun of someone that's less fortunate. Right. So I was like, man, this could go viral. And I was like, don't do it, Elena. That's not nice. So I stopped.
I just realized what you were talking about.
Coach.
Did you not watch last week's show, Coach?
No, I did. That's why I just realized I was lost for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. And then I was like, okay, the video. Okay, I got you.
All right. Well, let's thank you for the squatter update, which I feel like is maybe a new segment in our podcast. But let's move on to fact check against the glass. As you know, tonight's episode is dedicated to Olivia and John. It's called Let's Get Physical. So we have some facts about her. And let me just say, when I saw that she died, I was like, oh, like that's like my childhood. I remember her from the 80s and Greece. Like she was just an icon in the 80s. And my aunt had like her hairstyle. They even dyed her. It was just horrendous. But they did it. So my fact is a long-time rumor suggested that Kipner and Chaddick, who wrote Let's Get Physical, had Rod Stewart in mind when they wrote the song. And in an interview, Kipner actually confirmed the rumor that he said he wanted it to go to Rod Stewart, but they went to another vocal powerhouse to ask her if she would sing the song. What do you think it is?
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Madonna.
No.
Oh, we both said that at the same time, though. That was good.
Tina Turner.
Oh.
So, yeah. So Tina Turner, according to Newton-John's 2019 memoir, Don't Stop Believing, Kipner and Chaddick offered the song to Turner, but then she thought the lyrics were too sexy and suggested that they gave it to Newton-John instead. A few years later, Turner had a hit with the even more provocative song, Private Dancer.
That's what I was just going to say. Wait a second. The woman who sang Private Dancer thought Let's Get Physical was too sexy.
Yes. And in the video, they try to make it unsexy by having fat guys in there. They're like, if we have fat guys, like it'll make it less sexy and less sexual.
Hey, I love a husky, handsome man. Okay.
Who are you telling? I'm here for it. All right, what's yours, Elena?
All right. Well, she was born in the UK, moved to Australia. When she was 14, she started a girl group. So she started singing at a very, very early age. And although every single movie she was in, except for Grease, was a complete, like, I just lost my words, but tanked, right? Every movie she was in but Grease completely tanked. She still had 40 entries on the Billboard charts and 5 #1 hits. So even though the movie was terrible, she still had hits from those movies that tanked. Like, they still made it to the charts. So I thought that was super interesting. And she also started off as, well, she was kind of coined country because there really wasn't that soft rock yet. So she kind of moved country music into the soft rock pop phase. That's what I got.
Sorry, I keep muting myself because of the backbeat that I have. But yo, yes, she is versatile. Coach, you had a fact. What was yours? Because I feel like somebody said it.
Yeah, but besides the fact that she's gorgeous, she battled with breast cancer for over 30 years. And here's me, I didn't realize she was 73. Because she still looks pretty good for 73.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I didn't know she had that many hits. So I just knew that one song. And of course, the songs from Grease.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I think there's not one year that I've not seen somebody dressed like Sandy for Halloween. Like, that's not even for Halloween. They do it just because they're like, I'm channeling.
Yeah, I definitely channel Sandra D whenever she becomes the bad girl. I love that look. Black bodysuit, black tight pants. I'm so here. And a lot of people dress up like the Let's Get Physical, of course, videos too for Halloween.
Right.
Maybe that's what we should do for Halloween this year when we're in Dallas.
We're all dressed different.
Yeah, Olivia Newton-John movie character or song video character.
I could be here for that.
KD, are you in? Come on, Kim.
She'll do
Kim will kill it.
Pam too.
Oh, Pam. Yes. Yes, she would. All right, let's move on to the NFL preseason happening this weekend. Who's excited? Me.
I don't get excited for preseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good to have football back. So every Saturday or Sunday, we're going to have football going forward. So, but preseason, I'm going to watch it.
This is when you start getting your nachos ready, your beer ready. Like, you start preparing. This is nachos. We're entering nacho season. This is exciting to me.
It's always nacho season, though. But I get what you're saying.
Hey, I am excited. I love nachos, so I'm definitely excited about that. Got to give a shout out to Raider Nation, not only on the chat, but they had their preseason win 27-11 Hall of Fame game. And Josh McDaniels back home from Canton, Ohio, quarterback in high school, played for his dad. His dad was there to watch him take that preseason victory home. So salute to Raider Nation. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Now, I mean,
everybody will be here for that.
That it was the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they haven't had a winning record but like once in 14 years. But anyway, it was still very exciting for McDaniels.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: Falcons versus Lions, or Saints versus Texans? Which game are you excited for?
Golly, that's terrible choice.
I mean, I'm excited for, well, if I'm excited for a preseason game, I'm excited for the Saints. So shout out to B. Jones. He's not on the chat, so I don't know if I should even give him these props. That's his team, who, he is also the host and co-part of SportsLifeTalk on Wednesday nights with Mr. Ed Reed down there. So they had a lot of good polls from the draft, right? So I'm excited to see some of those players. Texans, they also had a lot of top draft picks, but don't care.
I know. I guess if I had to pick, I'd go with the Saints versus Texans.
Okay. Saints versus Texans instead of the Falcons. Okay, so what about Vikings versus Raiders, Packers versus 49ers?
Man,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
will watch a Packers game. So you guys are going to have to let me know who won that one. I refuse. Green Bay can GTH.
Wow.
You
now,
like,
if it was,
you like how we searched that up for the podcast?
if this was regular season, this would be two hell of a games. But I'm looking forward to watching both of those. So I got to pick one.
Yes.
I'm going to go for you, Miss. I'll go Raiders.
Thank you. I was like, wait a second. Are we just not remembering what we
for
just
you.
said about 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, I remember. The way that Raiders Nation has treated Sports Life Talk, you got to go with them.
Always. I'm always going to cheer for the Raiders from here on out, unless they play the Bears, which they're not this year. So we're good.
Well, hold on. So the Bears are playing the Chiefs. Are you excited about that game?
No.
Okay. And the Cowboys are playing the Broncos. Excited about that game? You're gonna get your butt whooped at that game. Actually, I might watch that one. I think that wasn't one I had on my list.
So I support the Raiders, and then you come at me with that kind of stuff.
I mean, you got Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's
He's not even gonna play.
No.
It don't matter. He's just on the team. It makes everything better for them, right?
I mean, preseason is all about watching these draft picks get their shot.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's not about watching it. Well, further along, the starters will come on, but for now.
But but the thing about, okay, so yes, the draft picks are going to be playing, but they're being mentored and coached by the older guys. So this is what I'm saying is like, this is when you see the real team coming together because you'll never see the draft picks again.
Yeah, nobody worry about the Broncos.
Wow. You see, here's what I got to say. Let it be somebody you know, like a family member, and you be like, oh man, this Saturday's going down. We got to watch this game. And be like, who cares? It's just draft picks.
No, I did. You're making it seem like we said we're not going to watch it. We're just not putting that much into it. Now, it'll be great to watch your maybe guys that can actually make the team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm going to support my team regardless, but I don't put too much emphasis on preseason.
Well, now there are some QB showdowns. So I have one that I am watching. I'm not going to skip ahead on Mizz. I'll pass it. You carry on.
Well, I was going to say, which one are you watching for sure?
Well, I'm definitely watching Steelers Seahawks because Mitch Trubisky is back, y'all.
Yeah, but they say he's not doing too good, so they may have to play the other guy.
Exactly. So we've got Trubisky Pickett quarterback showdown a little bit here, and then Geno Smith Drew Lock quarterback showdown. So if I'm going to watch a game, I'm going to watch the quarterbacks that could be battling it out for that number one position.
Well, then we got to watch Carolina too then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, want for the NFL preseason hype that I was hoping to get.
No, don't want it. We're down for the preseason. We're totally down for it. It's just, yeah, don't eat nachos on preseason games.
Okay. Now you're tripping. Okay, I'm moving on before I get offended about that comment right
Let's
there.
get some regular tacos. Then say the nachos for the regular season.
Hey, we got Aaron Dante from No Picks After Dark on the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He is the number one podcast out of Baltimore, and so he's talking some major trash about those 4 QBs. I want to see Eric pop off about his boy Trubinsky. Tell him what's up, Eric. Oh yeah, let's get something going on the chat. I want to see it. Come on.
Okay, well, as you're seeing that happen, I want to see what y'all think about these MLB trades that just occurred. Padres, Juan Soto is in, and Eric Hosmer is out. So, as you know, Hosmer, who had a no trade clause in his contract, rejected his trade to the Nationals, and in the end got headed to Boston. And the Padres got Juan Soto, who, I mean, come on, that's like huge. What do you think? Did the Padres win or lose this one?
I mean, you're buying Soto. That's a win. But I love that Hosmer rejected the first offer for the Nationals.
Yeah.
He was like, no clause means no Nationals. And okay, yeah, I'll go to the Red Sox. I'll go to a team that's actually a contender.
Right. It was a good play on his part.
Yeah, but just think about the Padres with all the young talent they have, and if they can actually sign Juan Soto long term, look out.
They're predicting that he's going to stay there for a long term. So we'll see. But that was a good one right there. All right,
Yeah.
Yankees. Oh, go ahead.
Not gonna say you can say that until the Yankees and everybody start throwing all that money at him. We'll see if he actually stays.
Well, this is true. So let's talk about the Yankees. Frankie Montas is in, and out is Jordan Montgomery. Yankees have the best record in baseball right now with a 12-game lead in the division. When they traded Montgomery to St. Louis and brought back Harrison Bader, who right now is injured, and they got Oakland's pitcher Frank Montas, who's having a little bit of an issue right now with his debut. Is he winning? Is this a buy or are you selling?
Hey, look, the two teams to watch, in my opinion, on this trade deadline were the Yankees and the Astros. You got 1 and 2, American League. What are they going to do? Right? Montas pitches well. Well, I think he's pitched once against the Astros, but he pitched really well against the Astros. So they're positioning themselves to be ready. Obviously, trades for that postseason. And Montgomery, they didn't really need him going to the Cardinals, blah, blah, blah. But also, they got Bader from the Cardinals, which people were saying, okay, well, he's on the injured list. Why would you trade for somebody on the injured list? However, he should be ready by October, and they need that golden glove for October. They can move Aaron Judge back to right field. Bader's got center. Woo! Look out.
But right now, I wouldn't do anything with Aaron Judge. He's hitting good. I wouldn't move anything. I wouldn't change anything right now with that.
Well, you're just moving outfield position.
Yeah, but I wouldn't change anything. I'm just saying. But to be honest with you, I can care less about the Yankees or Astros. Go Rangers, even though we suck.
Judge is always money. I mean, it's
a contract year, so of course he's gonna ball.
He balls every year.
Yeah, but not like he's doing right now.
And
the past years he's been hurt a lot.
No, I am not a Yankees fan.
I know.
I get into the players that just kick ass every single freaking game. And Aaron Judge.
As long as he's healthy, and what's the other dude, Stanton? He can never stay healthy either. So
yeah. What up, SC Experience? We got our Dodgers fan, another Raiders fan on the line. I mean, Rangers, you guys know, I've said this before on the podcast. I used to like the Rangers okay until Houston had Harvey and we flooded and we could not finish out the season because the entire city was underwater. Well, where is the closest ballpark? Dallas. Who rejected the Astros to play in Dallas? The Rangers. So the Rangers now, in my opinion, I live in Houston. Y'all know I'm a Cubs fan, but they can EABOD. Y'all can figure out what that means later, because thank you, Florida, for letting the Houston Astros come and play and finish out their season.
Hey, that's a real ride. We don't want y'all to come in our stadium when it's just devastation. That is kind of messed up though, but
that's messed up. And that's when I was like,
it is, but I don't like the Astros anyway. But
I don't let stuff like that go. I will never forget that.
All right. Well, I got one more. It was the Astros. So Astros, Christian Vasquez is in, and out is Jake Orodisi. Is that how you say it?
Tough. Orodisi.
Orodisi. All right. So on Monday, ESPN broadcast where Buster Olney asked manager Dusty Baker how would he use his new two players. Baker basically shrugged and said, "I don't know yet." So the Astros picked up Christian Vasquez, Boston's longest tenured player, who had this like really sad message to, everybody in Boston. And they swapped out Jake Orodisi for Braves reliever Will Smith, not the one who slapped anybody at the Oscars, but another Will Smith. So are you buying or selling this one?
I do love Dusty Baker, by the way. Love me some Dusty Baker. Anyway, so Vasquez, it was heartbreaking to watch on TV. It made it seem like he had found out like right before they put the camera on him that he was being traded to the Astros. Not actually the case. They told him before a batting practice. He asked to take one last batting practice with his team. And then the cameras came on. And of course, he got a little emotional and they pulled him down, right? I'm I'm buying if I'm the Astros for Vasquez. I think that's a good move. And again, or I don't want to say for Will Smith, the reliever.
Yeah. I'm not happy about. Well, I'm selling this one. I'm not happy about it. I hate when we get players who are too wrapped up in the city or the team that they used to play for, because then they come here and they're not really like their heart isn't in it. And it's like that's what happened with James Harden. That's what happened with a lot of our players. I mean, I think the Texans were pretty good when JJ Watt first got here and was like he embraced Houston and Houston embraced them back. But if you come here and you're like, I miss Boston, get your ass back to Boston. Like, don't stay here. We don't want you. We don't need you. Like, just go. We can lose 2 more seasons and that would be okay as long as we don't have these players who are like, I don't like Houston. I hate that. That burns me up.
Don't come around here. But this is not a losing season for the Astros, Ms. El Paso. So you got to take that into account. The Astros got to make the moves that they need to make to take over the Yankees and win the World Series again. And I mean, this is a hot race. It's a hot race, and I'm here for it. I'm not really interested in the National League this year.
Yeah, you said about Harden though, but Harden, his heart was there because he loved y'all strip club. So I mean,
what strip club does he not like?
Wait, the heart down there was here.
Hey, he gave y'all some good years. He just couldn't get y'all over the hump.
Okay, and that's what pissed me off. He always got us right there. And then he would be like, all right, I just decided this one game that's the determination of whether we're going to make it. I mean, whether we're going to be the champions or not. He'd be like, man, I'm tired. I'm out.
Too much club.
10 years. 10 years. He's got a restaurant here now that I don't think anybody's ever had dinner at once. Oh, you did? How was it?
Yeah, I've gone.
Was it good?
Okay. It's a scene. It's a vibe.
Okay.
It's more for that. Great building, great location. It's okay. It's okay. But we need to bring in these raging wagers because I'm getting checked on the chat for being wrong, and I just researched it. I thought I was right, but I guess I was wrong.
What were you wrong about?
KD said, didn't the Yankees lose 5 games in a row? And I was like, oh, damn. And I did just say that they were like the best record in baseball with the 12-game lead in the division. So I was like, oh, well, maybe that article was old. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, but we got the record keeper, Eric, here in our podcast. What's up, Eric?
What's up, guys? How are you guys?
Good.
Pictures.
So
Uncle Rico.
Yep, that's me. My fun nickname, Uncle Rico. I got a couple wagers. Baseball tomorrow kind of sucks. I don't have anything in baseball tomorrow, but I do have something for Thursday. You guys were talking about the Texas Rangers earlier. One of the best prospects that they have, Colin Reagans, is going on the mound Thursday against the Astros. Astros have a bottom third batting averages against lefties. They strike out the highest percentage in MLB against lefties. This kid is basically like the next coming of Tom Glavine. He looked solid in his first game last week. 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, no earned runs. He looks solid. So I'll take the Rangers first 5 that game. And then his over under for strikeouts will probably be 3.5. So I'll take that as well. And then you guys were talking preseason football. Yeah. When I bet preseason football, I look at quarterback competitions. So you guys kind of hit the nail on the head. I'm going to be betting Atlanta just a straight up win at -110 against the Lions. I think Desmond Ridder is a legit quarterback. He'll probably be the starter next year. He has all the tools to succeed in the league. And then I am going to bet Carolina +3 against the Commanders. You know, they have Baker doing his thing as long as he's not hooking up with girls behind the Cheesecake Factory. And then we have Sam Darnold and Matt Corral. So, yeah, they got 3 guys competing for the job. I think the Commanders are just kind of going to go through the motions and not try to get anyone hurt because they do have a lot of they're lacking depth. So I like Carolina +3.5 there.
Awesome. All right. So we're all going to watch those preseason games then.
All right. I have $11 in my account because of the wins that I have. I'm ready to go all in on somebody. Who do I go all in with?
Go Reagan's over his strikeout prop on Thursday.
Okay, so I have time to do this.
Yeah.
It means though, Ms. El Paso, you're betting against the Astros. I just want to make sure.
No, you're just betting that he strikes out 4 people. So that's it.
You're betting against the Astros.
Yes. That's a great wager. I think I even take that one.
Yeah. Astros strike out an absorbent amount against lefties. They really struggle against left-handed pitching.
Well, you know what? I'm okay with betting against the Astros because the win that I get, I will put it back into the Astros by buying a ticket or buying some food at the actual stadium.
$1 hot dog night.
There you go. All $20 will go to hot dogs. Astro hot dogs. Yes. All right. Well, we got celebrity gossip really quickly because we're running out of time. Tristan and Chloe had a baby boy, and he is, to me, one of the most genius guys. He's now a part of the little royalty family for sure. And I mean, he's set. Like, you know, Mama Jenner is gonna make sure he has all the money for the rest of his life. So he's not a deadbeat dad. So congratulations, Tristan. Sad news. Serena is retiring from tennis. She announced that, what was it, yesterday or this morning? I can't remember. But she pretty much was like, guys, I'm 41 years old. Like, I can't do this forever. Like, it's time. And I give her mad props for that. I mean, she went a really long time. So
she's still the best ever. She's the best ever.
Best ever. Do we believe, though, that this is a real retirement or is this a Brady retirement?
No, this is real because she wants to have more kids.
Yeah. I think this is real. I think she's just like, you know, it is what it is. One of the cutest videos I just saw this afternoon was Texas East versus Oklahoma. It was a matchup of a little league baseball game where the pitcher, Caden Shelton, was pitching to Isaiah Jarvis, and he accidentally hit him in the helmet. And so, you know, he goes with first plate, but he sees that the pitcher was really emotional. So he walks from first base over to the pitcher and tells him, like, get your head up. It's okay. You're doing a good job. And I thought that was just so touching for kids to, you know, to embrace themselves like that, even if you're on the opposite team. And this is a huge little league baseball game. So kudos to both Isaiah and Caden. Say that again?
I said, and then they tagged him and called him out.
Hey, I didn't watch the rest of the game. When I looked it up, and Texas East was actually winning 9-4 at the time. So I think they pretty much won that game. One of the best things that happened this weekend was the Irv Gotti interview that he had, where he just talked so much smack about Ashanti and how they were in a relationship, mind you, when he was married. And I think a little bit of a clapback that happened that was very subtle was when Nelly brought Ashanti out at his concert and they did a song together. So that whole little thing, I feel like has a little, it's starting to bubble a little bit, and I'm here for it because I want to know more. This is starting to get really juicy, and I don't think Irv Gotti's going to come out looking good. I mean, not that he ever would, but this is a time where Irv Gotti needs to take his 5 seconds of fame and do something with it, because it's going to go south real quick.
Yeah, and go check out what Fat Joe was saying about him. He was clowning him too.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Elena, Players Anthem?
I'm with Katie. I didn't know that they were a thing either. All right. Well, this Players Anthem goes out to the Jacksonville Jaguar fans because you have to be hopelessly devoted to be a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. So our player anthem is Hopelessly Devoted to You, which was also mentioned by Katie Dama on the chat earlier. So shout out to you, hopelessly devoted fans for any team that's terrible, including the Chicago Bears.
Oh, you see, that's nice of you. You put your own team in there.
I'm hopelessly devoted.
Anything going on this weekend?
Oh man, I'm sure there's a million things. I got a lot of stuff going on this week. We'll talk about it next week though, since we're 5 minutes over.
All right. Well, Eric, you have your podcast today at what time?
9 p.m. Central Time. Dave Weaver, he works at FanDuel. He's going to be on. Him and I are going to be breaking down the NFC West. Gino is going to be telling you a horse racing bet to lock in for tomorrow, and I'll be telling you a fantasy football running back who's currently like being drafted in the top 5 not to draft.
FanDuel, that's going to be a great conversation. So I'm definitely tuning in for that one. I mean, like I do every week, because I'm trying to make that money.
Make that money. You heard,
and Coach
Paso, she's won $11. So,
and that's me putting $5 in. So I'm really like, I'm cleaning
ROI
up.
is ROI. So.
And Coach, what's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, if you're free around 8 p.m. Central Time, please join Sports Life Talk Live. We got KD, Gemini Jones, B Jones, Matt for the South, and of course myself. So come rock with us.
Definitely be rocking with you. I'm going to be rocking with both of you guys. Don't forget to follow Dresses and Salted Pretzels on Instagram, Mizz El Paso on Instagram, eTop21 Sports, Sports Life Talk. Hit those follows. For some reason, Dresses and Salted Pretzels have lost like 15 followers in the past 2 days. I don't know if they're bots. I don't know if I offended somebody. I probably did. Actually, I take that back. Brittany probably offended someone. But make sure you get your friends to follow us. So Sports Life Talk. You got like 1,000 more followers than we do. We need to get those followers up on Instagram. Anyway, make sure you tune in and subscribe every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central. You got 30 minutes out of your evening, and we can't wait to rock with you. Shout out to everyone on the chat. Y'all were popping off tonight. I loved it. We had people from all over, every nation, not just Raider Nation, but the only nation, Raider Nation. And we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Adios.